I'm Wendy Garner for Children's of Alabama. Today we're talking about the dangers of e-cigs and vaping. Joining me right now is Dr. Susan Wally, who is here at Children's. So good to see you.
Thank you, Wendy, for having me.
This is something you really want to warn parents about, right?
I do. I think as a pediatrician, there's two major issues with electronic cigarettes or vaping devices. One is that these are not safe products. And the second one is that they contain nicotine, which is a tobacco product. And I think most youth and adults don't realize that these contain tobacco and all of the dangers that we know related with tobacco.
And to make things more complicated, the manufacturers are making them appealing to children by putting flavors in them, right?
That's exactly right. So e-cigarette companies are using some of the same techniques that tobacco companies did decades ago by making these liquids that are very appealing to youth with candy flavors and dessert flavors, and that's very concerning to pediatricians and public health advocates.
How big of a problem is this today?
It is a big problem. So starting in 2014, more youth are using electronic cigarettes and vaping devices than any other tobacco product. And in 2015, we know that 5% of middle school students are current users of electronic cigarettes.
Middle school.
Middle school students, and 16% of high school students are current electronic cigarette users.
So it's so important for us as parents to be educated. Another issue is poison. There are just a huge number of calls going into poison control. In fact, between 2012 and 2015, number of calls went up by, listen to this number, 1,492%. That's not a typo.
That's right, and it's just very scary because these are completely preventable. We've already had one child death from ingesting their mother's electronic cigarette liquid, having a seizure, and couldn't be resuscitated.
My goodness. So this really is serious stuff, and it's not fully regulated quite yet by the FDA. All the more reason why we as parents have to be educated about this.
That's right. We want parents to be educated, we want pediatricians to be educated, and we want kids to be educated about the dangers.
All right, Dr. Susan Wally, thank you so much for sharing with us. And if you'd like to learn more information about this and other health and safety topics, just go to our website, childrensal.org.